Alright, here we go. So, I might be dying around everywhere. I'm just messing around with a new camera kit. So, it is tripping me out a bit. I'm looking here, I can see myself over there. But anyway, we'll get that sorted by tomorrow. Got a new bit of production kit. We're not messing around. Check it out. I think it's one of those Rode pod mics. But it turns out, even though I think it costs like £2, you have to buy a cable separately, so that'll be coming tomorrow. So yeah, the audio should be a lot better tomorrow. Exciting times. Also got this, I don't know if you can see it. You know what, it doesn't even matter. It's just one of those little arm things. So yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that operational tomorrow. We'll get this camera stuff sorted, the audio stuff will be sorted. We'll get some backdrops, maybe we'll set up a proper studio. We can do this properly and have a bit of fun with it. So what do we want to talk about today? So let's talk about ETX transformation. First things first, how cool is ETX? You know, on a scale of 1 to 100, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, I think every year, like, people have a New Year's resolution and might break up with the girlfriend. It's just so like trivial, isn't it? Christmas, get out of shape, and then like, you know what, this is the year I'm gonna get in shape, I'm gonna do this, do that, and then for whatever reason it doesn't happen, and then it's the same thing. January rolls around, quickly, and obviously like February, then it's Easter, then it's this, then it's that, then it's summer, and people get caught in like an infinite loop of failure. Do you know what I mean? And I think the fact that these days you've got all the access to resources and things like that, what more can you ask for? And 60 days is nothing, and I'll keep it real. Like in the 60 days, I've been on like 3 or 4 holidays, little trips, deviated away from, I don't want to say the diet, but I've had a bit of fun in terms of just living life and stuff like that, because it's all about consistency, isn't it? And the long game. So for me, it's just maintenance. I appreciate it can be sometimes a little bit difficult to take in my physique through a camera, but again, like I was talking to a client, which I don't really work with people anymore one-to-one, just don't have the time, but it's a long-standing client of mine, and I said to her, look, like gyms and stuff like that shouldn't take more than 30 minutes of your day at the most, and you've got 24 hours. If you can't find 30 minutes to work out, I don't know what you're doing, because I believe me, like I'm sure you can find out ways of doing things that are not appropriate. Say appropriate, things that are not meaningful with your time, whether that's sitting down watching some rubbish on Netflix or whatever, and anyway, break the mold, make it happen. 60 days transformation for me, it's been epic. Like I said, I've documented it for you guys. And where are we at now? The 25th? Fucking phone. Yeah, fit my hand. Big hands. Size of the phone. Anyway, it's the 26th, sorry. So with that being said, it's barely been 60 days, and we started the year strong. Obviously I appreciate everyone sending their messages, their emails, their progress and stuff like that. It's good to see. And for me now, the recomp, essentially it's the last week, isn't it? It's Monday, which is the day that this is going out, and it's just 1 week of a big push. And then probably after this sort of 60 days, I think you should have changed as a person, whether you're a man or a woman. And what I mean by that is, you built some character, some integrity, you built your word. And what I mean by that is, it's even like, what's an interesting point is a lot of people, when it comes to like trusting people and, stuff like that, when it comes to trusting people, you kind of got to listen to like what they say about themselves, because people lie. all the time. But I think what people don't realise is they lie a lot of the time to themselves. So we've all got friends and family members that say, yeah, this is a year, I'm going to do this, I'll be up at 6, I'll do that, blah, blah, blah. And you just catch them in a lie 24/7. You think, fucking hell, if you lie about the stuff that you propose to do for yourself, God knows what you're gonna, what truth are you telling me if you can't even be truthful to yourself? And again, I think that mentality is, when you can't be truthful to yourself, who can you be truthful to? And especially when it comes to, like positive things like what we're doing now, like, it doesn't make sense, does it? Like if you say something, mean it or don't say it, or think it through. Think before you speak. Simple things, but for me, like, my clients and people who've come on board with ETX have had fun. They've challenged themselves, and it's not been, crazy, it's not been unrealistic, it's been fun. Like looking good, feeling good is a good feeling. Who doesn't want to be like that? Who wants to be that guy or that girl who wakes up Sunday afternoon, hungover, McDonald's chips all over the floor, or whatever it is, kebabs, whatever, and be like feeling sorry for themselves, showering, looking at the mirror and thinking, fucking hell, look at state. No one wants to be like that. We live in a hyper competitive world, especially with social media and stuff like that. You can control how you look, yeah? If you want to look good, you can. And it's easy, it's simple. I've given you the blueprint and follow along. Obviously for me, if you guys remember, when I thought about doing this in December, I thought I'd just be, an average Joe, a mere mortal, live the life of someone who just doesn't have any consideration of training and stuff like that, and watching what they eat. And that's exactly what I did for a period of time. That's the extremities I had to go through just to get out of shape. Nevertheless, I was the sacrificial lamb for this little project, guinea pig. And putting on weight is not easy, to get fat and out of shape. You've got to fucking eat, man, and you've got to eat uncontrollably. It's a lot easier just to not eat all the time. It's as cliche as it sounds, it's so simple. But yeah, I just think to myself, back in December when I was, having a pizza every other day, like drinking whiskey, vodka, whatever, which sometimes I still do, as and when it makes sense, or so, when the time calls. But like, even with that being said, got out of shape and showed you how quickly you can slim down and be lean. Like, again, it's not a bodybuilding program. I think that's what a lot of people like about it. We're not counting calories and macros and all that sort of stuff. We're just, do the basics. And, even me, I'm not going to flex too hard or anything like that, but, I look good. I'm just in a little casual t-shirt right now, but, if I throw on, my D&G blazer, one of my hoodies, whatever, I look good because, it complements me. I look good in it. This is a little bit loose fit, but it's all good. You've got nothing to prove. And this is what it's all about. And like I said, if you're a younger person, and you want to impress the women and all that sort of stuff, what better time to keep things simple and get yourself transformed. This camera position is really bugging me. I don't know where to fucking look. I'll get this sorted tomorrow. I'll get the audio. So don't be distracted, because I'm distracting myself. Do you know what I'm going to do? Let's bang this up a bit. There we go. It's pretty mad that I'm actually using my iPhone to record this through my Mac. It's madness. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the tech. But yeah, with that being said, simple stuff, great time if you're sort of, early 20s, college, uni, etc. You've got time on your hands, and it's a great time to build and develop muscle and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, probably tomorrow, probably do well, fucking work hard. I'm gonna yawn from time to time. Probably like a reveal of what we're looking like towards the end of the week, and then we're just gonna keep on going. 6-pack strong, body composition, and it's also about being in proportion as well. You don't want to have like massive shoulders and arms, and you know, it just looks out of proportion. So again, you know, with ETX, that's exactly what you're gonna get. I want you guys to let me know what you want to hear about more. Obviously, a lot of you guys are asked about my Forex companies and projects, time I spent in Malta working for the largest independent financial consultancy, and what I do to stay afloat, keep busy, and obviously setting up a clothing brand and all that sort of stuff. Let me know what you want to hear about, and obviously we can talk about that a little bit more. Again, this is just a test with the camera setup. Again, I need to buy something tomorrow just to mount this correctly, because it's tripping me out a little bit. But nevertheless, we'll have everything set up. And I think some of you guys are asking for fitness videos in the gym. I mean, you can YouTube, the workout. So I'm not really into all of that. So we'll see how I feel. Outside of that, keep it short and sweet. I think it's important to touch base and check in with everyone. What else? Let's just give a few little top tips as well, since you made it this far. You deserve a few. So obviously, in the ETX program, right, I don't want to give away too much, but what should we talk about? Right, we're cutting, aren't we? Obviously summer's around the corner, and obviously following the ETX, we're gonna have like what I'm gonna do. I've done the recomp, so we've cut down a lot of body fat, we're defined, we're muscular, all that sort of stuff. We're then now just gonna take it up another notch. A few little top tips. Don't eat too late. Eat till you're full, right? Don't overindulge. So again, when we talk about counting calories and all that sort of stuff, eat till you're full. Simple. Don't eat too late. After every meal, if possible, go for a walk for 10 minutes. Simple, but helps with digestion. And obviously, you want your body to be like a well-serviced and well-oiled engine. Basic things. What else? Caffeine intake. Caffeine's a super drug. But 2 cups of coffee is substantial. Start your day. Wake up. Whatever time that is, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Black coffee. Black coffee means no sugar, no milk. Simple. Black coffee, do your cardio, do your workout. Boom. Cut your caffeine intake. In my case, I'll have a coffee in the morning, right? And then following that, I'll have a coffee after meal 1 or meal 2. And it won't go past 2:30. Why, you ask? Because that interferes with your sleep cycle, and obviously we don't want that. Rest and recovery is just as important. We want our body to do some impressive stuff. We need to, rest and recover. 6 hours is ample. 6 to 8, somewhere in between will be optimal. Obviously, case by case. We talk about do's and don'ts. So supplementation, if you are a meat eater, if you eat beef, the likelihood is you're not going to need anything like creatine if you have good quality food. But if you don't, then obviously, supplement with the creatine. 5 to 10 milligrams depending on body weight. If you're less than 180 pounds, 5 milligrams, I don't know what it is, 5 grams or whatever, so it will be substantial. If you're anything more, then you want to double that to 2 scoops. And again, you don't need to buy anything fancy. And this is only if you're a vegetarian. You can supplement with that. Don't waste time and money on BCAAs. They're not essential, and they're not going to do anything. Again, if you must, EAAs, which is essential amino acids, that's going to help in that regard. Things like protein powders, complete waste of money. Supplements as well. For me, you shouldn't be supplementing. You should, get all your vitamins and minerals and all that sort of stuff from food. Anything you can't get off food, that's where you go to Amazon or your local sports shop or whatever. Holland and Barrett's, I don't know, whatever it is you guys, whatever you have, wherever you live. And then that's where you can add to it. So again, the example of creatine, right? if you're vegetarian, right, you're not going to get that through your food. That makes sense. Then supplement it, doesn't it? You know, if you're thinking, right, I eat meat, I have chicken, eggs, fish, blah 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 blah, and I need to buy a protein powder, there's something wrong. If you're one of those people that has a protein like powder next to your bed, like a whey casein, slow release, fucking nonsense. And the funniest thing is like, I see so many people with protein shakes, they look like shit, they lift like shit. Keep things simple. Again, this is just a quick little demo video. This is more for myself. I want to, get a feel for what makes sense in terms of setup and things like that. And come tomorrow, we should have a proper setup. Any questions? Feel free to ask. In terms of like transformation and all that sort of stuff, fitness. But I'm just gonna put my foot down. I'm not interested in bodybuilding. I spent a little bit of time doing that back in the day. If you talk about bodybuilding, save your time. Or you can ask the question, I won't answer it. It's as simple as that. I'm talking about fitness, strength, conditioning, what's optimal for performance, mental and physical, relationships, stuff like that, business. They're the type of questions I'll answer. Anyway, I'm going to check out. I've got things to do, and I want to review this tape, see how it looks, and we'll have everything set up tomorrow.